Right, Maddie Cussack, new manager of Helston Athletic Football Club. You've just done your first session with the new boys. What are your thoughts?
I thought they worked really hard. We had 90 minutes here this evening, and they trained with a real good intensity. They didn't walk off having not been able to walk at the end. That's not what it was about, but it was about them getting good physical returns. And I was pleased with what I saw.
If I said a month ago that you'd be manager of Helston Football Club, what would you have said to me?
Well, I would have said that you're probably in dream world, because obviously I was in a previous post elsewhere, and I thought I'd be entering the new season, but it didn't quite materialise for one reason or another. But obviously I had a week to decide what I wanted to do, and 8 or 9 sort of clubs came in, and it was this project which was the one that really gripped me. This is the one that I couldn't really stop thinking about once I'd liaised with the relevant people at the club. And I feel like really privileged to be here, and I'm so excited to get going.
So what was it about Helston then that really attracted you then?
I think it's just a level of ambition. So having been through the next level and seeing what that's about, and playing against sides last year that operated at step 3, step 2, Helston are an uber ambitious club, and I think that their ambition matches mine, and so that's where we become a really good fit.
And you spoke to the players at the Cornwall FA on Tuesday night, I think it was. What was your message to them there? What was the idea of the presentation?
It's just about sharing the vision and where we want to go, and what the ambition is of the football club, and just setting out the pathway about how we're going to go about trying to achieve that. It's going to be hard work, it's going to take time, but it's a project, and it's a project that we've laid the foundations for on Tuesday, and we've fully got underway tonight.
Okay, and you talk about ambition. I believe you've got a 3-year window to get into the Southern League Division 1 South. Is that very generous? Is it realistic?
I think it's realistic, yeah, absolutely. We finished 9th last year, looking at the table, and it's a tough league. There's lots of good sides in that league, and I know that because I was there previously with my previous club, but even more so now, I think the league has got even stronger. But I think it's a realistic target with what I've seen here tonight, with a few additions as well, and we'll be working hard to achieve that.
And you didn't bring a number 2 with you, but you've gone for Dan Harrison.
Yeah.
What's the thinking there?
Well, Dan knows the squad, and he was involved in the coaching setup last year, and to begin with, I did have my eye on 1 or 2 people that didn't materialise. I didn't know Dan too well at the time, but the more I spoke with Dan and the more that I got involved with him and met him, it became a really obvious choice. And now, having worked with him this evening, I've definitely made the right choice.
And of course, Steve Massey was manager. He's going up to director of football. How is that relationship going to work out?
It's really good so far, and when I spoke with Mass originally, I said to him that I wanted absolute clarity over roles, in the sense that if I was coming in, that I was going to do it my way, and I was going to use the methods that I'm used to, and I would like to lean on Mass as and when needed, as a director of football, and we thrashed it out. We thrashed it out in terms of what that's going to look like, and I can only speak as I find, and so far Mass has delivered exactly as he said he would. We speak most days. Our communication is really good, and we both want the same thing, and that's to get this football club through the levels.
You talk about your way. What is your philosophy, or what are your values?
Well, in terms of values, I don't think you achieve anything without drive. Me personally, I'm just on a journey where I'm just trying to be a better version of myself each day, and just trying to be better than I was previously, constantly trying to improve, and I would like to think that the players will see that, and they will follow in those footsteps. I spoke to lads tonight about integrity. That's a really important one for us, because they're going to be expected to be doing bits away from this environment, and I won't really know whether they've done it or not, but I'll see it, because over time it'll become obvious when they are in the environment whether they've been doing the work or not. So we spoke about that, but even tonight, there's real good integrity on the training ground with some of the work that was going on there. And so those are 2 in particular. And then just humility as well. I think that's important for us. We won't get too high when we win, we won't get too low when we lose, because it will happen. It's team sport, but also just going about things the right way, and not getting above ourselves, and just staying a little bit grounded on this journey. And those probably 3 values are the ones that we're going to focus on initially.
So what would be a good season for you?
Well, I showed the lads, that the progress that the club have made. So we finished 9th in the first campaign in the Western League. got to the Les Phillips semi-final, won through a round or two in the Vase, one game in the FA Cup, and Cornwall Senior Cup didn't quite get to the levels that wanted to last year. So I think an improvement in those areas would be a good season. But make no mistake, I'm not coming here to finish 9th or to get as far as they did last year. I'm coming here to raise the performance standard, and that will be an expectation that the players deliver that. And so we're all on board with that. We spoke about it the other night, and now the hard work really begins.
And you've got an AGM tomorrow, is it?
Yeah. So going down to the club for the AGM, and looking forward to meeting those that I've not yet met. I've met most of the dignitaries within the club so far. Everybody's been super welcoming, really respectful, and looking forward to meeting those that I've not yet met.
All the best for the season.
Thank you very much. Thank you.